been wanting to change up the way I record these videos for quite some time now, pretty much diving straight into the showcase and going over the characters, their kits, and even my gear, all that kind of stuff a little later on in the showcase. I don't know, I feel like that usually does end up being the slower part of the video, so leaving all that towards the end feels like the better thing to do, but we'll see how it goes. I may do this over the next week or so, and you guys let me know how you think of it in the comment section down below. I mean, since we did get the double Terry counter, might as well start off with it, get the stats boosted on him. That will also hold on to our Reinhardt cards. This card especially, the Flood card, is super important to hold on to that until he's maxed out on his crit chance, all that kind of stuff. A really interesting team in all honesty. Never ever see Freya in PvP, let alone either versions, but the True Seeker Mel is definitely going to be a pain to deal with. We can always cleanse her with the Terry Holy Relic by proccing the stance card, but we'll just have to wait and see. He's obviously going to want to attack into us as much as possible. That procs the evasion, that's great. I didn't actually realize the count. Oh, it makes sense that it proc the evasion. Makes sense why his CC is so low as well. Yeah, we can cleanse that. We could go for an ultimate as well, however. I wonder if he cleanses everything or if it's just the most recent cards. This is also getting to 3 stacks on the Holy Relic. Quickly have a look here, because it's not overly often that I use the boy Terry. Let's see, is it part of his Holy Relic? Removes all debuffs, perfect. We can go 1, 2, and then, I mean, I might as well just chuck it into... we could go for that. I think I might just merge the Bond cards for the time being. We'll hold on to the ultimate removal because we never know when we're really going to need it. And that gives us a Terry ultimate. From memory, the orange is 3/6, so a pretty decent Terry ult, especially with this many stacks, and we have another card to go in the next turn. Could we potentially see a 1-tap from Terry? That'd be the perfect way to start off the video, this showcase. Gonna be trying to go absolutely ham on the Benny Murray. I saw someone make a post the other day about the Barn team in general, and Barn talking about how all he needs is a good support for his team. And now Reinhardt's just turned him into the support. Rip Barn. Another turn of that attack disable. Cancel all the stances. That doesn't cancel the stat buffs though. Can go for another one of these here, and then we can also remove for ultimate. Us getting all these stance cards has been so goddamn clutch. Knew I wanted to save that for this next turn. Let's see how much damage you can get. Hopefully he can crit as well. The Power Strike ult. Oh wow, yeah, he really just wiped everyone. And the forfeit. And what a good way to start things off. Not going to be a video though without coming up against a demon team. Using the Hendrickson as well. Actually, with a hand like this, and with how low his subsets are, surely we can just get rid of him straight off the bat. That'd be perfect. And since he isn't using the Assault Meliodas, there's no real repercussions to us going absolutely ham on any of his units. Hopefully this one kills. Oh yeah, look at that. When Reinhardt goes off, he goes off. Oh, and getting crits on Estero. Damn, look at that. A level 1 turn 1, and he can do stuff like that is crazy. Granted, I do think that is the stat buff there, which is why he was just so insanely powerful right out the gates. Let's see though, some pretty good card draw, to say the least. I feel like with the team we're using at the moment, we haven't got any of those units like, let's say, the Nameless Dance Arthur, for example, where his charge card, the AoE, is completely useless. Even if we get the single target for Terry, it can still be used, merged to get his ultimate. He has a better ultimate than Arthur, having the AoE Power Strike. And ult control is obviously really, really important. One of the things that the Barn team lacked most in, especially towards the beginning of the game. We could just go full send with the Barn cards here. That'd get rid of Esterosa. Or at least I hope that'd get... For some reason I have my doubts that we're not going to get him killed. So I'm going to go for this here, just to be safe. I don't know why I doubt the boy Barn. Just with all the darkness on us. I feel like Esterosa is going to have, yeah, a lot of stats. Definitely glad I went for that play there. Although it just feels like Reinhardt's overkilling 230,000. Sweet, that'll remove all those darkness effects, which will get us to forfeit. These guys synergizing really, really well. Another Barn team. I love how much of the Barn team we've been seeing since Reinhardt's released. Even though it's not the most meta-relevant team in the world, I still feel like the Demons and the Archangels sit right at the top. Good to see people are bringing out all their Barns, because it's a team that you've been able to invest into and use for the longest time now. Let's go for the merger on the Heart Crusher there. Don't really have any point using any of the Reinhardt cards, although we are probably best using our cards throughout the first 2 turns to max him out, but I feel like we should still be fine. He's definitely going to go for the Nameless Dance, which means we can't throw out the Heart Crusher. I mean, we could get both Terry and Barn ultimates in this next turn, which would kind of guarantee us the 1-tap. Because yeah, even if Reinhardt doesn't end up doing anything in these turns, having these two together is so strong, and then having these two together is so strong. And the crack shoot is just annoying, man. Also, maybe this is just me as of recent, but I think the first game I saw Terry in is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as one of the DLC characters. Never knew who he was before then, and now that I've seen him in that game, I've also seen him here in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. I've seen him in Fall Guys. Bro seems to be everywhere, and once again, I did not have a clue who he was prior to this, so I don't know, maybe it's to show that King of Fighters is actually getting somewhere nowadays. What do we want to... I suppose this? I didn't really want to not get the Barn Ultimate, but it's just going to be the way it is. Could do quite a bit of damage to him though. We're looking pretty good for this next turn. I think if we throw out the Power Strike Ultimate, we could go for another one tap. The Barnes team does have really, really good stats though. What's he want to go for? We did get another one of these stance cards as well, which I know they did such a good job with the Terry Holy Relic, and I don't think they realized how broken it is to, now that we have the OG Chandler get his Holy Relic, it is a watered down version or just a nerfed down version of the Terry one. So definitely made a mistake making this guy as good as he is. Damn, still doing, or not tanking as good as I'd like him to. Oh, just surviving though, that is perfect. Granted, he is missing out on 10 levels, and wow, another forfeit, really. And surely we don't go flawless with a team like this, and oh no, this is definitely going to be the beginning to our demise. A lot of people have been using the Reinhardt teams, especially if you have the Ragnarok DM with their Holy Relic, can make the team near unkillable. Her giving every or all of the Ragnarok characters in the field, which is all of them if you're using the Ragnarok DN, the 50% damage cap really saves them against a lot of teams. And I mean, you start off with 2 of the AoE cards with Reinhardt, that one taps majority if not all the teams, so really, really good character. Unfortunately, not a character everyone's going to be able to invest into just because of the exclusivity of her. Yeah, we're getting minced here. This is the only thing about the Barn team, is if you end up going second, which is most matchups with the fact that you're using HP food and both Barn and Reinhardt are using the crit chance, crit damage rolls, or if you're using them properly, or just the way I prefer to use them, is with those rolls, you're losing a lot of CC. That's why when I initially built the Reinhardt, I built him with attack rolls, because I was really hoping he'd be able to still be super good without them. I was so extremely wrong. Quite a waste when it comes to the UR stones, but that's fine though. I went to the next turn here. We're just going to get to watch him throw out the Extort card and finish us with someone. That's right though. A bad matchup, to say the least. Ludocille's always cooked Barn really well. And hopefully we can come through with this last one. Honestly, 4 out of 5 matches won, I would be completely happy with that. Bro doesn't know what he wants to do with his turn though. If we could have some miracle where Barn survives and throw out all these Heart Crusher cards, Bro would go right back to full HP and we'd have the ultimate. Could bring it back, but he is not going to let that happen. And I don't think we have seen any of the Archangel teams in today's video, which is super surprising. The Barn team is a lot better in geared though than it is in ungeared. I think we're going to go for the same gift Terry stance card and then the merge on the Heart Crushers. That's probably the best starting hand we can get. That or another Terry card would be really good. Getting the merger on that is so goddamn strong. I wonder how long they're going to keep giving characters when they want to make good ones, of course, because there's a very fine line between when Netmarble wants to make a good character and when they want to make a character for you to spend money on just to fill up another week. Master Meliodas and a whole bunch more. They seem to like to do that a lot, but when they want to make good characters, Drew Sick of Merlin, Reinhardt, all that kind of stuff, they always, and I mean always, slap the Flood card on them. Could go for another Terry. Really torn up with what I want to go for here. Could go for that, but that leaves us without the stance. Why not? We'll go for this player here. Leaves us with one spare piece of room to actually get the Barn ultimate. Obviously don't want to attack into him because with the Nameless stance up, that'll remove our ultimate gauge, and I think that's game. He doesn't have any ult control with this team, and I mean, not even full level 95 team. I mean, I'm not one to talk. I'm so lazy when it comes to grinding demons out. Already hit the 10 mil block CC, but when it comes to the constellation, still haven't finished the Grizzly constellation, which is entirely due to me being lazy with stuff like Holy Relics and farming demons. I've been trying to work on that a lot, especially using your SA coins on some of the rare grade characters, because if you guys didn't know, it is definitely cheaper to do the rare and SR characters than it is to do the SRs, and you still get just as much GP. So if you guys have made it this far in the video, a little bit of a cheat to getting some GP. If you guys, obviously with them being easy characters to get as well, you can 6-6 them, save out on just that little bit extra. Oh god, this is not looking good. Can we get the stat buff? I don't know what this grey one is. Can this be the stat buff? Oh yeah, that is perfect. Sweet. 1, 2. Oh, I could go for, what's your passive looking like? Does it not say? I think I might just go for this here. This will get him the ultimate as well, which means hopefully we can finish the game off with that one in the next turn. Oh, but if he's not critting, he really just doesn't do anything, huh? Ouch, that is embarrassing. Triple crit with this and I feel like we still stand a chance. Oh god. That's alright. We'll wrap up the video on this one. What a bad way to lose. And we're getting BM'd. And not the ideal way to finish off the video, but that's alright. We'll quickly jump over to the team here. A little bit lower CC once again, or the rolls, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you don't have to rub it in. Jumping over to the Terry here, having a look at his gear. Typical HP defense, nothing too crazy. I'll double check the ultimate as well, because I do believe 4-6, so slightly better than I thought he was. I do remember single summoning, I think 2 of those dupes when he was out, which was insanely lucky. I haven't had some luck like that in quite some time. Then having a look at the Reinhardt. He has the 3-6 ultimate, and then having a look at the gear. Nothing, once again, too crazy. He wasn't able to fully max out in his roles. When the collaborations come, fully maxing all of the characters can be so taxing, especially since prior to this, the characters we've had have been Festival Esterosa, probably the most anticipated festival in the whole game. Freya, who they forced us to 6-6 to make it so you can do the 3rd stage of Skull and Hardy, which I still think is wrong, but anyways, that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.